Last year we had discussed your background. You had from Boston, you'd gone to school there, and then you had moved from Georgia. What year did you move from the Boston area down to Georgia?
It was in the early 70s probably, and I ended up, I guess, coming back to Georgia and staying in 76.
76.
So I've been there for a while now.
And you had gone to college up there, and you have a tournament up there, and still up in the Boston area.
Yeah. I went to Norwich University. It's in Vermont, and I played hockey for them, and each year I do a fundraiser for the hockey team.
Do you still do that?
Oh yeah, we still do it. Yeah.
And you played hockey as well while you were there.
Yes, I did. Well, that was actually my sport then.
Oh.
Golf, of course, I was in the summer I was an active golfer, but I could have come to several colleges in the South and played golf, but I would have had to give up at that time the main sport, and so I decided I could stay up there and do both, and so that's what I did.
Well, what initially brought you to Georgia?
Well, the service. I had to do an ROTC commitment out of college.
Right.
So I ended up at Fort Gordon in Augusta. Then went to Korea for a year. Came back to Fort Gordon. And been in Georgia ever since.
So you like the South. You like the environment, the living and conditions, and all that.
Well, yeah. I mean, to the time when I got out of the service, and I thought about going home, I got thinking about the shoveling snow and doing all that stuff, and that didn't appeal to me. Because we had done so much of it as kids, and I said, you know what, this is a nice part of the country. I can stay down here since I'm not a hockey player anymore, and I can play golf year round, and that to me sounded like a pretty good deal.
Last time we were here, you had made an interesting comment to me about you felt that you were not a pedigree player. Can you give me your definition of what a pedigree player is?
Well, I just think it's a guy who's come up at a country club because his parents have been involved in the game of golf and played it and saw it as a venue that they wanted to channel their kids in, like I did mine. I had two girls that,
they both play golf.
They both play golf. They both had full scholarships to college and through golf, and it's a great sport. No one in our family played, so I started caddying as a kid, and then got hooked on the game. So I don't use that as a term to belittle a guy that is, or to demean a guy like me.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. If I had been brought up playing junior golf and country club golf, then and had a nice swing, I'd be a pedigree player.
Well, I just want to set the record straight for all the Alan Doyle fans and all the people that know me know I'm a great Alan Doyle fan. I say that you are a pedigree player, and I will tell you why. And this is to document this. Alan, I had done a little bit of background work on your record in the past. You were the Georgia State Amateur Champion 1978, 79, 82, 87, 88, and 90. You won the Mid-Am in 84, 86, 87, 88, and 89.
I didn't play in 85. I go up home for a wedding.
Yeah, well, you'd probably won that. You won the Pub Links one time in 89.
Only played in it one time.
I want to set the record straight. 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Hogan played once, he won once. Okay. You played in the 4-ball, you had a partner then, 82, 86, 89, and 90. You were the player of the year from 1983 to 1992, except for 89, because you didn't play in the pub or
State Am. I had a bad team, and it was in Atlanta, and I couldn't play because I had back problems. So I didn't get in the state am or play in the mid am or any state tournaments. So
well, let's make one other distinction. You won the Sonny Hanna 89, 90, 92, 94, and you beat Tiger Woods, who is the reigning junior U.S. champion, by 17 shots.
Yeah, well, that's the year I beat the field by 13 shots. I was 14 under that year. I think Justin Leonard finished second. He was one under, and so I had a lot of success at Sonny Hanna.
Well, And this brings me to my next line of questioning is, how can a 45-year-old man at the time beat Tiger? How is it possible that you could beat Tiger Woods, the junior? I mean, his length on the tee, he's longer then than he is now.
Well, no, he really was not. It was, you know, when I say it was easy beating him, you know, in the Sunnyhan or in the Northeast, it's in the Porter Cup, they always had the elite field of amateur golfers, and Mickelson played in all of those, Duvall, Leonard, you name them, any of those college kids were playing in those tournaments, and I beat them like a drum every year. Well, what I attribute it to, of course, I was playing great, but I had one year Phil said to me, when are you going to get up there for a practice round? And I said, well, I'm going to get there whatever time it was. And sure enough, I get there, and he's waiting on me because I had won it 2 or 3 times. He knew I knew the golf course. So we get to and it's a beautiful old golf course.
So my Sonny Hannon.
Greens lightning fast, just an unbelievable test of golf. And so we get to the 4th hole, which is a par 3, and it's about 190, and the green sits tilted from left to right.
Right.
And so I said, look, whatever you do here, you just aim at the flag, it'll go into the right, you 2-putt for your par, and you get out of here.
Right. I
said, don't ever go at the pin and leave it left of the hole.
Right.
So he nods his head. Well, it turns out their schedule of events, we play 36 holes on Saturday, and we don't repair because you can't because of the size of the field.
Yes, sir.
So you play with the same group for all 36 holes, and I drew he and Jay Siegel on Saturday. So in the morning, we get a little right pin. You know, I hit first. I hit at the pin that goes into the right fringe, 25 feet below it. He kind of hits it out to the left and wants it to tumble on down right, and it kind of stops about 12 feet above the hole. So I putt up like this. I tap in. Lightning fast greens. He putts to where I was, and he 2-putt for his bogey. So in the afternoon, of course they've changed the pin, but the green is still what it is. So I guess, you know, and then again I hit first. Goes 30 feet right of the hole.
Right.
He is starting that ball out a little left and trying to spin it on down. It stays up about 12 feet. You know, I put up foot, I tap in. He putts again to where I was. 2 putts up for par. So we're going to the next tee. And I said, what did I tell you on Tuesday?